Hi guys, I'm Sharon, Project Fev, Intuitive Empath. I'm here to do Sagittarius, Mercury retrograde energies, themes and topics that have been coming up for you guys since March 5th. Enough time has actually passed that, you know, we can get a feel for exactly what the theme of Mercury retrograde is going to be for us at this point. And I'm tapping into a particular group of Sagittarians. If Sagittarius is your moon, if it's your sun sign, also Jupiter might be affected by a general read like this. This is not particularly a love read. This is a life read for Mercury retrograde energy. It's not going to resonate with every Sagittarian out there. To ensure what type of Sagittarian you are, where your Sagittarius placements are, please go to soulmatestars.com, soulmatestars.com, click on Vedic Chart Creator and enter your birth information as accurately as possible to find out what your rising sign is, what your moon sign is, where your sun sign is placed, and this will give you a better opportunity to utilize Vedic sidereal, which is a more ancient and, in my estimation, accurate astrology. Picking up, wow, bad taste in my mouth. Okay, so here we go. The read's on the way. The guides are like, okay, enough housekeeping. Let's get on with the read, channeling Sagittarius energies. We did the pre-meditative, yeah. Ooh. Okay, pre-meditative session, and some energies, some strong energies came through for you guys. This is not gender specific. I might say he or she because in the 3D world there are identifiers at this point to help us, you know, kind of communicate and express the differences in situations. But, you know, whatever energy resonates with you, understand that I might use those words, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to take them that way in the literal. Okay. Also important to note that everything about a tarot reading, although we may be talking about things happening in the 3D world, I'm channeling 5D, 7D, 9D energies right now, you guys. I'm not channeling 3D world energies. Obviously I'm not, because I'm not with every Sagittarius every second of the day in order to read these energies. How else could I get in touch with the universal collective in the 3D world? That doesn't translate. This does not compute. So understand that as I channel these energies, the words that I use are going to change up, and sometimes the attitude that I have or the personality that you see displayed might change as well, because I'm picking up on the collective universal energy in order to do the greatest good for the most possible Saggies right now. Okay, so so far what I see coming out for you guys is you guys are, I think, desperately trying to avoid what may seem like an inevitable outcome. Okay. Yeah. A couple more cards for you guys. We'll see how this plays out. Okay. The basis of the situation, we have the Three of Swords reversed by the Magician in the upright, and the Empress is at the heart of the situation. So I do believe that there is a good balance of masculine and feminine energies here. So there's a yin and a yang kind of thing going on. There's a duality playing out for you Sagittarians right now. Okay? Are these the cards? Okay. There's duality playing out for you guys right now with these cards. Okay? You guys are trying to avoid something that feels catastrophic, but I want you to understand that the influences might be from the divine, but the actual event itself is not a tower moment. Okay, you guys are probably getting a little caught up and maybe making this over dramatic or mountain out of a molehill type of situation. It only has the energy of the Three of Swords. So a lot of this is really kind of playing out in your mind more than in the actual world. Okay, but it does affect, or you think it's going to affect, your finances. That's what I see here. The Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. It's in the thoughts and positions, or the thoughts and attitudes or ideas about the situation. If I didn't say this before, I use a Celtic cross spread just to kind of, for, you know, quick repartee as far as reading the cards. I like the Celtic cross because it helps really channel specific details and helps me really tune in. So as far as the thoughts and positions card is concerned, what's in your head is something about creature comforts, financials, something happening right now in your life that's a lot in your head, but you can sense or tell that it has a bigger impact, maybe long term, okay? Maybe it is about a significant relationship that's being affected, but it's not directly because of this relationship. Saggies, this is because of a decision you are or are not making, okay? And there may be catastrophic fallout is what you're considering financially, or this relationship is at the heart of it. But it's not because of the relationship. This is unrelated, okay? So I think that you want to, with the Magician as an influencing energy in the upright, you're really, in a way, desperately seeking to get on top of the situation and gain some type of forward momentum, some type of handle on it. You're really doing your best to try to cope, but feel like you've got a handle on it. You know where it's going. You're staying optimistic, okay? So despite all of this, I see the Knight of Cups in the future position in the upright. So your deepest desire really is to not have to make a lot of energy or put a lot of effort or energy into it and still be victorious on the other side of it. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is in reverse. She's in the how you're viewing the situation. Okay, so I think you guys are trying to channel, how do I get the results I'm looking for with only a small amount of investment? That's what I'm picking up on. Okay. Seven of Swords is upright in the past position. So whatever you guys did, you may not have been aware that you were doing it at the time, but you're aware of what happened as a result of it. Something that you guys did left someone in a lurch, okay? Or left yourself in a lurch. But you thought you were getting away with something and you didn't get away with it. And now you're trying to, you know, figure out how to best cope with the situation. In the emotional concerns, you have the Three of Pentacles, okay? So in your mind, you're trying to stay on top as the Queen of Pentacles, but it's in reverse, which means there's some type of blockage there. The Three of Pentacles is in the upright as your emotional concerns. So this indicates to me that you want to maintain a level of abundance that you've achieved in the situation. You'd like to maintain where you're at or better. Okay, so you want to come out of this situation on top, or feeling like the champion, or feeling like you're on top of the situation. Like I said before, with that Three of Swords in reverse and the Magician energy influencing it, you want to, you're really trying to utilize whatever resources you have available to you to stay on top of this situation. Okay, and here's the, you know, great thing about being a Sagittarian is you don't have to really put a lot of thought into this, because the Knight of Cups is shown up for you guys in the future position. So it looks like whatever you guys come up with, that's what's going to happen. Okay, and what came up in the pre-meditative shuffle and the pre-meditative session was that you guys are trying, you guys have this small level internal conflict, which seems like it's a lot more dramatic, like I had said before, but something has happened or is about to happen. I feel like it has happened, okay? It has happened. You've got this in the past position. So this is something that you either did, made a decision to do, participated in, that cost someone else more than it cost you, okay? And I mean, I know sometimes this card can really indicate that there was some type of cheating going on because of the depiction of this person's face. There's a part of me that kind of feels like if it was deliberate, the way that this looks and depicts, you felt like that person deserved it. Or there was a certain aspect of the situation that you just feel, because the Justice card is in the desired outcomes position. You just feel like, well, that's life, or that's business, or, hey, that's what it is. You know, if you want to be in business, then sometimes this is what happens, and that's fair. And it's almost kind of like an all's fair in love and war type thing, okay? That's the vibe that I'm picking up on this, is it's like, well, you know, you wanted to be in business, or you wanted, you know, you wanted to da-da-da. So kind of like, you know, you didn't really skulk out, but, you know, you definitely, you know, did have either something happen in this past situation that you kind of got caught doing. Let's face it, you got caught. Got caught red-handed might be a better way to put the Seven of Swords card. You got caught red-handed with all them swords in your hands, and now you're just trying to like, how do I get myself out of this situation and maintain my on topness, right? Okay, that's the Three of Pentacles coming through. Okay, it's not at the energy of anything more than the three. So we've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So, and then you have some major arcana cards coming through. So you have the, you know, the Magician. So I do think that you know, there is something, not necessarily fated about this situation, but I do feel like it was part of a long-term deal or a long-term plan that you kind of made a decision to deal with in a particular way that may have been a bit more selfishly influenced than group influenced, or the betterment of all of the people involved. And I see from the premeditative shuffle that you're gonna pay for this. You're just, and you know you are. You guys are really in touch with the fact that you're gonna pay for this on some level. You know that there's consequences, but your optimism is still ideal, where it's like, okay, I know I'm gonna pay for this. I know that there's gonna be some consequences. So let's just own the fact that there are and do the best that we can to make them as fair as possible. So optimism requires realism in the earthly form of tangible plans, or it's just a fantasy. Okay, and sometimes the Six of Cups can represent nostalgic thinking, or, you know, walking down memory lane, or some type of soul connection to the situation, okay, or a 3D manifestation of some type of karmic situation or soulmate situation playing out, okay? So this is more in the 3D, whereas the Destiny card, you know, like the Wheel of Fortune or something like that would come out, and or the Star card would come out, and that would be more like a spiritual or not a 3D relationship. So this is the 3D world. This is definitely a decision that you made in the 3D world about a 3D situation or relationship, and you got caught red-handed. A small group of you might be cheating in a relationship, but I don't pick up on that a lot. I don't see anything that really indicates in the cards that that's what it is. You know, the Three of Cups isn't here. There's not a third-party situation. I just really feel like you guys are trying to manifest the best outcome, and you're still kind of in idea mode right now. There's not a lot of action in the cards here. There's no wands. So it indicates to me that you're still kind of trying to figure out where this is headed. But you do want to feel like the champion in the situation. And you do want to accept credit as the champion in this situation too, which is kind of a duality. Let's face it. There is a duality playing out here where you're the perpetrator, but you want to end up the hero in the end of the situation. Well, you guys, the cards indicate that if you do right by the situation, you'll get the credit due. And that's what's coming through. Is deeds, needs, dreamers, and doers. In Saggy, I feel like in this situation, you're the dreamer. And you have either other people that have played out as the doers, and they've been manifesting your dream or your your vision, okay, let's call it a vision of this project, and you've been kind of the overseer, the project manager, you've had the design or the engineering, or you've been at the helm, right, as the creator, not necessarily the co-creator either. I feel like you guys are in this kind of as the idea person, and there have been delegated tasks or delegated aspects of this project to people involved, and maybe you guys had an agreement, and you know, what I'm picking up on is you're not really giving credit where credit is due. Okay, so it's been pointed out to you, or it's been brought to your attention that you're not really giving credit where credit is due. And what did I get in the premeditative? Here we go. Doers. So if they are doers of your dream and you are taking them for granted, it will be shown to you. Okay, that's the Justice card coming out. So it's being shown and revealed to you that you're kind of taking for granted the doers in this situation, and maybe your ego is getting a little bit big. The Magician with, you know, the Magician here with the, I see Court cards in reverse, that maybe you think that you're kind of better than everybody else in the situation, and you're, I mean, I don't want to say you're being a brat about it, but that's that's the word that comes to mind. Like you're kind of being a brat, a little bit spoiled, or maybe thinking or acting like you're better, or not aware necessarily of it. But with the Justice card here for one of the outcome positions, which is the desired outcome, I really feel the energy that's coming forward and working with you is, if you show appreciation and demonstrate that appreciation, because they are the reason any of your dreams are a living reality, then you can manifest the Knight of Cups as an outcome. You can manifest their respect for you again. Okay, so you can restore that respect in a tangible way. And I do see that it's going to probably hit you a little bit in the financial department. You know, the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Pentacles has come up with the Ace of Wands in reverse. So, I mean, that really kind of implies that you're going to shell out some money rather than make necessarily the energetic investment yourself. Okay, so you know it's going to cost you in the money department. And that's okay, because lesson learned. You've got the Eight of Pentacles here, and it's in the reverse, which means you've learned the lesson. Okay, you've learned the lesson. So the advice from the cards is find a way to give back that works for you. I mean, you realize in this situation that you don't have to overdo it, but find a way that's heartfelt to show appreciation, and then you can manifest the Justice card and the Knight of Cups outcome. Okay, so for the future position. Well, I hope that resonated with some of you Saggies out there. Click like and subscribe to the channel, you guys. I love all my new subscribers. I love to see that number go up, 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 up. Comment if it resonated with you, and click the notification bell so that you guys can receive notifications when I have new content uploaded. All right. Thanks, Saggy. Good luck with Mercury retrograde.